Well, how you going, Sam? How would you like to say hello to all the new people that are looking at us? Hello, how are you? Last time you weren't talking loud enough. Can you make sure you talk nice and loud this time? Yeah, sure, I can talk very loud if I try. That's a lot better. Okay. Now, tell me about Captain Cook. Who was he and what did he do? Okay, well, he was travelling around the world and he had to find a new country. Okay, he was looking for a new country. Did anybody know it existed? No. That's not the right answer. I know it's not. Okay, the Dutch found it first and they called it New Holland. So why didn't they call it Australia? Because it wasn't theirs. Okay, so what's the story? Well, they didn't land, so they couldn't claim it. Oh, that makes sense. They couldn't claim it if they didn't actually come and take possession of it. Is that right? Yeah. So what happened after that? George III, the King of England, sent Captain Cook on a tour around the world to find a new country called, he didn't know what it was called because I hadn't found it. Of course. Okay, well, when did he find New Zealand? In 1977. No, it wasn't 1977. April. Yeah, it was April. 1770. It was 1770. And what did he do? He travelled around, looked at this new country and called it New Zealand. So Captain Cook discovered New Zealand, did he? Sure did. Okay, and what did he do after that? He kept on going and got across the ocean and got to another new country. Okay, and that must have been Australia, I guess, was it? Yes, it sure was. Okay, so what happened? He landed at a place we now call Botany Bay. Ah, yes. Now, Botany Bay is where he landed, but he didn't claim it as Australia then. But he did have a botanist on board, a scientist, whose name was Joseph Banks. Yes, it was Joseph Banks. And they landed in Botany Bay on the afternoon of Sunday, the 29th of January, 1770. Sunday, the 29th of, according to that, it's April. Oh, yeah. 29th of April, 1770. Okay, now, tell me more about that. Okay, well, he landed there, and Joseph Banks went and found a whole lot of specimens. Yes, he was looking for specimens of all the new kinds of plants and animals that they'd never heard of or seen before. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, well, elaborate. That's all there is to it. He just got a lot and he kept it and he sent it back to England. Okay, yeah, and those samples are now in one of the museums in London, aren't they? Yeah, that's right. Okay, now tell me more about Captain Cook. What was he? He was a navigator. A navigator, that means that he knew how to travel around the world and know where he was going all the time, wasn't it? Yeah, and he was an astronomer. An astronomer? You mean the people that use telescopes and look up and see the stars and make maps of where all the stars are and all that sort of thing? Yeah. So Captain Cook was pretty clever, was he? Sure was. Okay. Now, I believe that he actually claimed this big new land in the name of Great Britain. No, it was called England then, wasn't it? Yeah. He claimed the land in the name of England. And there's something about the name of it. What happened? You see, he claimed the whole of the east coast of Australia and he called all of that New South Wales. But New South Wales is just a little bit in the middle. Yeah, but then it was all the way down. Okay, so that means that Queensland and Victoria were sort of broken off from New South Wales and that all happened later. Yeah, that's exactly how it happened. Okay, so when he did all this, is there any adventure that he had around that time? Yeah, he sailed up New Queensland, which was then New South Wales as well. Yeah, of course it was. Okay, and that was plain sailing for him, was it? No, he got stuck on the Great Barrier Reef and nearly wrecked his ship. Wow, that must have been exciting for him. But did he get off okay and repair the ship? Yeah, it took a while, and when he did, he landed on a little island right at the very top of England, right up there on Cape York. On Cape York, that's the very top of Australia. Okay, so he landed on Cape York, did he? No, on an island near it. Oh, so there's several islands around the top of Australia, are there? Yeah, there are. And do you know the names of any? Because I know the name of one of them. Oh, yeah, you do. It's Possession Island. Possession Island. We've all heard of that one, haven't we? Why do they call it Possession Island? Well, Captain Cook went up to the top of the island and he put up the English flag. Yeah, that means he planted the English flag on the top of the mountain in Possession Island. And what did he do then? He said, I claim this country in the name of King George III of England, and this is now all called New South Wales. Okay, so that's how Possession Island got its name, was it? Yeah, it surely was. Yeah, sure. Okay. So when did this happen? Oh, in 1770. So when that was April 1770, I suppose. Why isn't that Australia Day? Well, there was no one here to call it that then. Okay, so don't they say the 26th of January is the Australia Day? Yeah, and nothing happened in New South Wales until 18 years later. 18 years later? Well, what happened then? Well, there was a Captain Phillip, yeah, and on January the 26th of 1778, that's 18 years after Captain Cook found Australia, yep, and he came here with 11 British ships. He brought 11 British ships. Why 11 British ships? Because they had a lot of bad guys on board. What do you mean by they had a lot of bad guys on board? They were all convicts and are being sent to Australia as punishment for their crime. Well, you're saying that the first immigrants to Australia were actually brought here in chains and made to work with picks and shovels and all that sort of thing? Yeah, and they had to become farmers too. Why did they have to become farmers? Because they had no food to eat. I guess that's pretty much the story. Well, if that happened then, that was the 26th of January, and is that how Australia got to be Australia Day on that date? Yes. So they found Australia full of convicts on the 26th of January 1778. And we celebrate that day now as Australia Day because it's the time that we've got our first immigrants. That's so correct, yes. Okay, well, that's very good. Now, is there anything else that you'd like to teach me? The first sailor to go all the way around Australia was Matthew Flinders. Now I've heard of Matthew Flinders. What did he do? Well, I just told you. He sailed all the way around Australia. So that means he was the first person to actually sail a ship all the way around Australia and probably made maps of the coastline. That's exactly what he did. Okay, well, that's pretty good. Now I've just got one more question for you. If all of this East Coast was called New South Wales, when did we get some of it to break off and become Victoria and Queensland? Well, that's going to be the subject of another lesson, and I'll teach you that next time around. Is that okay? I reckon that's okay. So thank you very much. Say goodbye to the people. Good night, hey ho. See you later. Good night. Bye.